Okay, hi guys, my name is Pindilezani. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Pindilezani, the girl of today, the girl of this very moment, darling. And if you do not know it by now, I don't know where the heck you have been, but opportunities have definitely been passing you by. But do not worry, because you know that when you see my face, I am yet back again with another opportunity to making sure that get you one step closer to making sure that you get yourself some sort of salary this year. Okay, welcome to episode 3 of the Becoming Employable in 2024 series that I've started 3 weeks ago. It's going to be a 5-part series, so there's going to be 2 more extra episodes. So what I'm trying to do is trying to prepare people for employment, you know, to have better chances of potentially getting employment. All right, so please do share, please share, like, and subscribe, and just open your notifications so that when I drop a video, you will be the one of the first ones to know. All right, so in today's video, I will be covering basically, what can I say, presentation, and the 5 most basic questions in which you will definitely find when you attend an interview. Now, interviews can be very different, you know, depending on obviously the vacancy, depending on the company. But these 5 questions, you know, believe it or not, they will be there. You know, either one or all 5 of them will definitely be there. Okay, so yeah, without any wasting of time, let us get right into it. Okay, so okay, so the first thing or the first whatever question they will tell you or ask you is, please tell us about yourself. So a lot of people do struggle to answer this question. All I can say is walk in there with confidence. This is a very you know, it's not a deep question, so don't try to think too much about it. A lot of people often don't know how to answer this question, so try to be as confident as possible when answering this question, because your answer could literally make or break the interview for you. You know, it could literally determine whether your interview is going to be great or not. So how do you answer a question, tell us about yourself? So I'm going to just list a few things before like giving you an example of how you can answer it. So when a potential employer says, tell us about yourself, they are not interested, I don't think they're interested in where you grew up, you know, how you were as a young person, I mean, you are not auditioning for, you know, a friendship. You're not auditioning for, do you understand, a relationship here. You are in an interview for a job in which you want. So they want to know you, like tell us about yourself literally means we want to get to know you, how you are like as a professional, you know. Do you understand what I mean? So you need to have certain things in mind when answering this question. First of all, you need to have read the job description and make sure that whatever that is in the job description aligns with your qualities as a person, aligns with your beliefs, aligns with your morals, aligns with your skills, aligns with your strengths. Right? And you are going to take all of these things that I have stated and answer the tell us about yourself question. So you need to basically, yeah, your strengths and, you know, a little bit of some of your achievements in which you have had in, you know, your life thus far. So it could literally be your academic achievements, or it could be your personal achievements, or you could be achievements from your previous work, right? So this literally caters to both people that have had experience and those who are your first-time applicants, right? So everybody has some sort of achievement, I believe. So yeah, how I would answer this question is Pindilezwane is, this is just an example. I'm not saying take it and make it your own, unless if you have the same qualities, strengths, whatever achievements as me. How I would answer it is, okay, I would say I'd firstly thank, you know, whoever that is interviewing me. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm really honored to be here. That shows, you know, good manners. Do you understand what I mean? It could have been anyone, but they chose you. So I'll thank them first, and then I'll be like something along these lines from the top of my head. Please don't judge me. Yeah, my name is Pindile. I am a 20-something-year-old lady, and I am, you know, I pride myself in high standards in the quality of my work, and I have good leadership skills and good leadership qualities. And the position that I held while I was in high school as a secretary executive could attest to this. I was also a leader at my church, at my youth church, something along those lines. I'm effective at communicating. I'm a good communicator. I'm great at explaining complex situations to people, making sure that my employees or the next person understands it in a simpler form. I am good at problem solving, and yes, literally, I get it. Obviously, in the job description, they would have said something like they want a person that is good at communication, an effective communicator, and that, okay, these are my skills, right? And you will try to resonate or align them with your skills and your strengths, right? So you will say something like along those lines. You will take it and make it your own. What I can advise also is that personal objective that is in your CV, remember that little paragraph? This is the tell us about yourself part. Do you understand what I mean? So you can literally say that, and try to spice it up a little bit and make sure that it aligns with the job description. Do you understand what I mean? You can add a little bit of spice there. Okay, so now the second thing, or one of the things that they would ask you is, tell us your strengths and your weaknesses. People often say that they don't have weaknesses. I don't know why, which is a lie. Nobody's perfect, but there are certain weaknesses in which you can say in a job interview, and those that you cannot say. Do you understand what I mean? So for your strengths, I think for strengths it's quite easy. So you can literally say things along lines like I'm a loyal person, I'm very honest, I'm very friendly, I adapt easily to situations. Do you understand? I'm a team player. Those are strengths, and not everybody has those kind of strengths. But then for weaknesses, you can say things like along lines, what can I say? I am not good at, I struggle, I'm not good at. You can literally put it as like I struggle to communicate or to speak in front of people. I struggle with public speaking, but if I'm given this opportunity, I can see that it will require me to be able to improve in that aspect. Hence, I want to improve in that aspect of my life. So this is something that I want to look into and make sure that I improve to ensure that I fit perfectly within this. Do you understand what I mean? Within this company. Do you understand what I mean? So that shows that you are aware of your weaknesses and you also want to work on them. Do you understand what I mean? I remember in one of my old interviews, I had said punctuality is my weakness. Like I struggle with punctuality, but I was 2 hours early for that interview, and I was one of the first people to be interviewed because I was there 2 hours early. So I literally said, but I am trying to improve on it, hence I am 2 hours early today, and it's something that I'm aware of, hence I'm making improvement. And I got hired. Do you understand what I mean? So your weaknesses, your strengths. Try to deviate from the ones that just make you a horrible person, really. Do you understand? Yes, so they would ask you, why do you want to work for this company? So why do you want to work for this company? Obviously, in this case, guys, I believe that for every person, I don't know, but in my mind, I'm thinking every person, before you go to an interview, you have you have made your research regarding this particular company. You have made your research regarding their achievements. Most websites, when you get on the company's websites, they have listed their goals, their achievements. They have listed, it's like pretty much everything, what the company is about, what the company is in, stands for and stuff like that. So, the company in which you're applying for, that, okay, guys, I want to be part of this. Do you understand what I mean? So you need to make sure that it aligns with you as a person. So if they ask you a question and say, why do you want to work for this company? You are going to list them with their goals, you're going to list them with their achievements, and then you're going to say that because the company's goal is to expand and grow and train people and this and this and that, this is sort of like the person that I am as well. I would like to be part of this. I would want to upskill myself and assist in, training and skilling others who will be part of the company, because I can see that this is the company's biggest, focus. The biggest focus of this company maybe is to help in skills development, let's say, for example. Do you understand what I mean? So you not only like that shows you that also shows the recruiter or the person that is interviewing you that, okay, this person does not only just want to work for us just for a paycheck, but also is willing to grow with us, willing to help us grow, willing to contribute to the growth of the company. Do you understand what I'm saying? So yeah, in this case, I just hope that if this kind of question comes across, you would have made your research about the company, about their goals, about their achievements, and you take that and you put it together with what your goals as well, right? And your achievements and how they align together with the company's. And then that's basically your answer. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah. So the fourth thing that they would likely or most definitely ask is, why should we hire you? Okay. Is why should we hire you? Why should we hire you? These sound like very similar questions, but they're not. But you need to have a way of being able to answer them. So the why should we hire you? Now that's when you list all your strengths, all your weaknesses, all your, listing all your strengths and your weaknesses and your objective as a person, right? And what your goal is when you enter into the company. Remember, this question is the one that determines, it's like there's so many candidates, why you? So you literally need to sell yourself when this question comes about. Am I making sense? You literally need to sell yourself when this question comes about. And just make sure that you put yourself out there, making sure at the same time that you are not overstepping too much. You are literally within where the company, the job description wants you to be. Do you understand what I mean? So this is literally also one of the make or break kind of questions. So when you answer it, you need to be very mindful of a lot of things. Hence, I'm saying your strengths, your skills in which you have acquired. It could be literally personal, academical. It could be skills in which you have acquired throughout your experiences as you were working in your previous vacancies or your previous jobs. It could literally be anything. This is where you take out all the bombs. Do you understand me? And your objective, what your goal is, what your plan is, basically, when you step into the company, who will you or what would you be known for? That is how you answer this question. You put yourself out there. I cannot answer it for you. I can only give you tools on how to answer this question because I don't know you personally, right? So these are I'm just trying to, I'm not being on the surface and I'm not being basic about it. I'm making you think clearly. Do you understand what I mean? Because people have a problem of taking what is mine or what I say and making it about them. Yeah, so you take all of that and bring them together and make whoever that is interviewing you understand why it is so vital to have a person of your particular kind of skills, your particular kind of strengths, your particular kind of objective, honey. Do you understand? And don't make any empty promises, like don't go over and beyond and be extra about it. Answer as honestly as possible, because one thing about interviews and interview questions is that they catch you at your own lies. Like they literally catch you at your own lies. And if you are lying about something, there's another question that will come up that is exactly the same, but that is not the same. So, it's literally so crazy being in an interview. I think that is what scares people, that you have answered a question in this particular kind of way, and then another question comes about that is similar but not similar, but requires the same kind of answer in a different kind of context. And then you're like, oh my God, you panic, and then you shut down, and then that's when you feel like, oh my God, I did so horrible in my interview. So do not panic, honey. You can answer it the reason why I've stated strengths and skills so many times and objectives so many times in these kind of answers is because these kind of questions are sort of like aligned. It's just that they need you to answer it in a different kind of context, but you're literally listing the same kind of things over and over and over again. So they literally just want to make sure that you are the person that you say you are. I hope I'm making sense, right? And definitely this one last question, they will definitely ask you. They will ask you, so is there anything that you would like to ask us? A lot of people would say, no, there's nothing that I want to. You must ask them, like it could literally be like 1 or 2 questions. It does not have to be anything complex or anything deep. Don't try to get too smart. But you can ask them like, is there like a simple question, because asking at the end of an interview, that is what makes you rememberable. Do you understand what I mean? Because they will always remember, because it's usually they'll ask this question literally at the end of the interview. So they will always remember that, oh yeah, she did ask if, this and this and that. She did ask if this, you understand what I mean? It is very highly likely to make you rememberable. Do you understand what I mean? So don't say no when they say, is there anything that you would like to ask us? Please, always try to find something. In this case, like I say, you have done your research about the company, you've done your research about the vacancy. So you need to find this, there has to be some sort of question there. Do you understand what I mean? You could literally ask them, is there any an opportunity of growth? And if so, how do I go about it? And after how long, or how can I prove that I am eligible, for a certain growth in that particular vacancy? Do you understand? How do I go about it? You need to be as interesting as possible in an interview, guys, to make sure that you are rememberable. A lot of people don't get called or don't get jobs because their interview was great or because their answers were perfect. It is because you sat in the interview, you were comfortable, you were conversating, you were confident, and you were rememberable. Do you understand? An interview is not supposed to make, yes, it feels tense and you feel like, oh my God, I just want to get in there, do it and get it over and done with. But that is not my advice. Go in there, relax, enjoy it, enjoy every moment of it, conversate with these people. Do you understand what I mean? And be relaxed. Literally after uttering the first 2 sentences, you are going to be so relaxed. And yeah, just make sure you enjoy every moment of it. That is what I advise everybody that I'm people that I've mentored in the past when it comes to interviews and interview questions and how to prepare for them. I always tell them this, try to relax and try to remember and enjoy every moment of it. Even if you don't get the job, that's fine. It's okay. Maybe it was not your time, but enjoy the interview. The worst thing that you could do for yourself is go in there and freak out the entire time or be scared the entire interview enough to not even remember the kind of questions that they ask you or black out even. Do you understand? Because that is when when a person comes out and say, oh my God, the interview went so horrible, you know that person was not comfortable in there. That person was not relaxed. That person was not conversating with these people. They are human beings after all, like you and me. Do you understand what I mean? So just try by all means to be relaxed. And yeah, if you want me to mentor you for an interview, if there is an upcoming interview of whatever job that you have applied for and you want me to personally mentor you, you can always tell me, DM me or WhatsApp me or email me or whatever, and we can take it from there. I do obviously charge money for that because it's my time that I take time out and literally help you prepare, help you research, go through the whole researching process for this particular company and that particular vacancy in which you'll be applying for or that you'll be going for to an interview for. And yeah, so I do definitely charge money for it. It's a personal, I usually do Zoom meetings. Yes, that's how I prepare and mentor people for interviews, and I really hope that this has helped. I'm not trying to make a long video because I know concentration spans are very different. I know I've got a very low concentration span, so I want you to take everything that I've said in this video. The rest I can always say in the next one. Do you understand what I mean? So I'm just gonna leave it here, and I hope you guys took and are taking everything that I'm saying. If you have any questions, do feel free to ask me. I do respond. And what else did I want to say? Oh yeah, I thank you guys. I'm receiving a lot of appreciation with this series that I've started, and I can see that it's helping a lot of people, and it's making a lot of people relax. You know, job hunting or going for interviews or applying for jobs shouldn't be such a stressful situation. Yes, I understand it is stressful because, you know, there is no jobs in the country. People are applying. I'm hey, apply, but then hey, there's nothing that is happening. Unfortunately, in this channel of mine, we don't cater for pity party. Do you understand? We are here to help you, and if you don't take, it's either like it's according to you whether you take the help or not. And if you are here to comment, oh, I've been applying, and I'm literally saying, I'm doing this series and I'm saying, if you take and do everything that I say or that I teach or advise you in this series, you are definitely eligible to get yourself a job before the end of this year, no matter what. Do you understand what I mean? And yeah, I still review CVs for free. You can email them to me on the email address, on my email address, and I do get back to you no matter after how long, but I usually do respond to my emails like at the end of each day. So yeah, you can send me your CVs to review for you for free, but I do charge money to revamp or create from scratch. Other than that, guys, let me not waste your time, and I hope you guys, yeah, get started on building your confidence when it comes to doing interviews. And there's absolutely no reason to be scared. It's literally just a conversation between you and people trying to sell yourself. That shouldn't be hard. I mean, it's hard, but you know what I mean. But yeah, guys, I love you a lot, and I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah.